Greenland just became a global flashpoint, not because of ice, but because of control. And then there's this.
Now, how many of you know about the object in Greenland? A couple of you, okay. Well, for those of you that don't know, there is a spacecraft that has melted out of the ice in Greenland. As you know, the North Pole has melted completely. You can go from London to Moscow or to Russia by going over the North Pole now. All the ice cap is gone. The last place that has ice on it was Greenland. Greenland had a 18,000-foot ice cap on it. Well, the spacecraft that is anchored in the center of Greenland, the spacecraft is still active after 50,000 years. It has a 200-mile dampening field where no electrons can flow into it. In 1947, a B-52 bomber flew into that pattern, into the dampening field, when trying to fly between Maine and London. As a result of that, they lost power and crashed in Greenland. As they sent in rescue B-52 bombers to rescue them, they hit that same dampening field, but they veered off. They just ricocheted off of it. And by testing, trying to get to these guys, they were able to bring a circumference and find out that there was an object 200 miles to the center of this field.
That clip is from 2012, and it's not an official claim. And the source, David Wynn Miller, he is highly controversial. However, Greenland sits between North America, Europe, and the Arctic, and it hosts one of the most critical missile warning and space tracking installations on Earth. And as Arctic ice melts, Greenland becomes the high ground for submarines, surveillance, and space defense. That part is undisputed. Now, Miller claims that a non-human spacecraft melted out of the ice in Greenland, and a huge one at that. There's no documentation on this, and there's no confirmation, so this can't be treated as fact. However, Greenland keeps showing up at the intersection of real power and stories buried under the ice. Tell me, why do you think every superpower wants it so badly?